didn't want to come up here in dress shoes. But I'm out with the worst, right?
Wearing stolen sandals.
Congrats on grad school.
They're loaned. Good guy. I'm 71. How are you guys doing? Good.
What's the feel like with Mike Loxley as the head guy of the offense now?
It's been great. You know, he brings a lot of energy and a lot of passion. We really like how, you know, consistent he is every day in and day out. You know, he always tells us exactly what we need to do, what we need to accomplish for the day, and he, you know, overall just gives us a lot of great confidence, and we're really excited to be working with him.
Last couple opening games, you guys have already blown the game away after halftime. What's that like? Is that is that something that comes with the preparation, or what's behind that, do you think?
You know, I think that's just part of our mentality and our preparation. You know, Coach Saban's always, you know, preaching to us about, you know, the importance of coming out, you know, fast, coming out strong, and then just, you know, continuing that throughout the whole game. So I think, you know, that's just part of the culture that's preached here, and we, you know, he does a phenomenal job of just trying to get us in that mindset from the very beginning. I think that's just all about, you know, the culture around here.
Jedrick Wills was named one of the starters on the depth chart. Can you kind of just talk about what you've seen from him this fall camp and how he's progressed?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a really explosive athlete. You know, obviously a guy who plays with a lot of power, a lot of smarts too, and he plays with a lot of poise for being young. You know, me personally being against him or being side by side by him every day, you know, playing tight end and tackle, he's done a really good job. And I can tell you, you know, firsthand that he's, you know, very experienced and he's going to do a really good job for us.
I think it's said a couple times, even last week in the ESPN story, that this team is going to be different. The offense might need to score more points than is normal. When you hear that from your head coach as an offensive player, what does that tell you, and what does that? What do you think of those comments?
Well, I mean, I think he obviously puts a lot of faith and trust in us, and I think as offensive guys, we hold that to a high responsibility. You know, we want to come out and score a lot of points because, you know, obviously this place has always been about defense for, you know, the longest time, and we're trying to, you know, rewrite that. Not that, you know, the defense can't play great, because they will play great, but we want to lessen their burden every game, and that's, you know, something that we've been really trying to do and preach on and harp on, is to really, you know, just change this identity. You know, make Alabama seem like the place that has the most amazing offense, like the most unstoppable offense, and like people have thought about our defense for so long.
Have you had those conversations with the other offensive players, you know, playmakers on this team?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, with our leaders, you know, myself, Ross, Jonah, Jalen, Tua, Damian, all those guys. You know, we want to, you know, come out and just be explosive athletes. You know, we want to put up a lot of points. We want to put up a lot of numbers, and that's part of our, you know, offensive leadership, is just, you know, telling our guys, hey, you know, we can be that good. We can be, you know, the team to beat, the team that hangs, you know, 60 points on everybody. We can do that. You know, if we play hard and we do the right thing and we, you know, ultimately accomplish our goals every single day, we can do that. And, you know, I think it's just about instilling confidence in all of our guys.
Who's going to start a quarterback? I'm just kidding.
Not my question yet.
Do people maybe not appreciate what a good athlete a guy like Jonah is, just because they don't know what an athletic 6'5", 300
yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jonah is an absolute freak athlete. I mean, if you were to go back and look at him in high school, I think he set all kinds of records. I think in discus and shot put and something like that. But he's just he's really is an incredible athlete. When you watch him on tape, and you know, we're running some sort of play where Jalen or a running back breaks free in the secondary, and you see Jonah running stride by stride with them. You know, it's really like, wow, like that guy is that athletic, and he really is, and that's why, you know, so many scouts are attracted to him, because he's a really great player and he's just a freak athlete, and you know, he seems like a no-brainer first-round pick to me.
You know, this tight end group is talented and experienced from top to bottom, but can you kind of talk about Jeff Banks in his first year, how he's gotten y'all prepared for week one?
Yeah, you know, he's done a really great job. You know, it's tough anytime you have to balance special teams and tight ends at the same time, but he's done a really good job for us. Just, you know, kind of giving us confidence and really telling us, you know, everything that we need to do, not only from a, you know, physical standpoint, but from a mental standpoint, because a lot of people, you know, kind of lose that sight when you talk about tight ends. They don't realize how much mental, you know, preparation comes into it with being, you know, part tackle, part wide receiver. We have to know a lot of things, and he's picked up on that really well, and you know, really, you know, just done a really great job for us, and we really respect him, and you know, we are looking forward to continuing working with him.
How much has the playbook changed? You know, or is it more or less a combination of what you guys have had under Brian and
Right, it hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean, we're still going to do a lot of the same stuff we did under him. You know, Loxley brought in some really good wrinkles, though, from his previous places of work, and you know, he's brought some really good plays that we didn't have in the past, and that we're looking forward to playing, to using, and we're excited to get to display those because he's got a really great offensive mind, and he has been learning under those guys too. So he took a lot of their stuff, and obviously it worked in the past. So I don't think he would want to change too much.
Is there a level of influence that Coach Enos has also from the pro style background?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Coach Enos is a phenomenal coach. He brings another great offensive mind to our our discussions and our meetings, and he is someone who brings just a wealth of information and plays, and so he's done a really great job for us, not only coming up with plays, but scouting opponents and figuring out what plays work great against what defenses, and he's really been a good catalyst for getting some of our plays going on the offense.
Enos's background, is he's used a lot of tight ends,
right.
At Arkansas. I mean, how much does he consult with you guys at all? And do you sense that he's looking to get you guys involved along with Coach Loxley?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially at Arkansas, they had some really great tight ends. Hunter Henry, Jeremy Sprinkle, to name a few. And we have been watching some of their film because a lot of the plays and a lot of the styles and techniques that we try to emulate or what we're trying to do could be seen in what they did, and that's just to go to show you hopefully how big of a role the tight ends will have this year in the offense, and just what a great guy that Coach Enos is for putting that faith and trust in us, because he's had great tight ends in the past, so hopefully we can emulate that.
What are those offensive meetings like? When you have Mike and you have Mike and Dan kind of working together a little bit. I know obviously Mike's the guy that's going to be calling the plays, but
right.
What are those offensive meetings? Do they work in coordination with one another?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Coach Loxley has the final say in everything, but Coach Enos brings, like I said, just a lot of knowledge and a lot of good input to the meetings, and that's something that is really valuable as an offense. Having guys who can have such experience too. I mean, they both have a ton of experience, and I think that because of that, they can kind of bounce ideas off of each other and really just use one another to come up with the best situation for us as an offense. So I think they both benefited because of it.
I wanted to ask you, we obviously have another guest here. You're the one that at tight end go up against the linebackers a lot. What do you see from this group? There is some, some injury affecting that kind of depth there. So where is that group going into the season, and just what do you see from those guys? Right.
Well, obviously our outside linebackers are some of the best players that we have on the team, and I think it's phenomenal that especially Anthony and Christian are both healthy again, and the rest of those guys, because they're going to be playmakers. They're going to be flying around in the backfield, and they're a kickstarter for us on defense. And not having them on defense hurt us last year, but since they're back now, we're very excited and hopeful that they're going to go off again like they did early on against Florida State.
All right, thanks, Hale.